Hello everybody and welcome to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. Yes, it's finally here, my long-awaited and often requested playthrough of this game. Probably the most requested game on my channel in the past few years. And I can totally see why. This does seem like a game that's right up my alley. And also like one of the best regarded games in recent years, from what I've heard. So I am very excited to finally start this, and I know a lot of you are too. I received quite a few comments on my announcement in the past few weeks, so we can finally go and get into this. Now, if you are new to my channel and this is the first video of mine that you are seeing, first of all, welcome. My name is Skadi, and I play mostly story-focused games on my channel. I pride myself in being pretty thorough when I play these games, and I like to immerse myself into the lore of the world. So if this does sound like something you would enjoy, feel free to stick around and maybe subscribe if you like. And you can follow me on what little social media I have. Links are in the descriptions of the videos. And let me say a few things before I go and actually get into the main menu of this game. First of all, as always, this is my first time playing this, and this is actually like a really new experience for me because I haven't played any of the previous Baldur's Gate games, and I'm also not familiar with the Dungeons and Dragons lore that this game is based on. So this is going to be a very fresh and new experience for me, and I will have a lot of stuff to learn, I'm sure. But I hope that the game will ease me into it, and I will be happy to learn about this world. As always, please do not put any spoilers, like story spoilers, in the comment sections. If you do want to discuss something spoilery with other people, you can leave like a spoiler shield, that is a few empty lines, so I don't accidentally read it. Gameplay advice is fine, within reason. As a matter of fact, I already received some advice before even starting this game on my announcement and the previous videos. So that's okay. As long as you don't get too backseat gaming-y, I'm fine with that. But no spoilers about the story and so on. And finally, I want to give a special shout out to my viewer and subscriber Trangely, because they actually gifted me this game on Steam, and that was like over a year ago. So finally your patience has paid off and you can actually watch me play it. And I know that you're watching because I'm pretty sure I saw you post a few comments on my announcement a few days ago. So I'm glad that you're still around and actually get to see me play this game now. So yeah, let's just get into the menu. Now, I had a look at the options already. There's like a lot of key bindings. I wasn't able to memorize all of them, so I hope the tutorials will help me out here. For the most part, all my settings are like the default. There's one thing that I did change, because that was actually one of the advice that I received. Someone told me to turn off karmic dice. I'm not sure if it's the general consensus that the game is better without that option. I have turned it off for now, but let me know what you think about it. Should I leave it on? Should I leave it off? I have no idea. I had it on off now. It was on by default, but I did change this. And yeah, I guess that's really all I gotta say about this. Maybe as a quick reminder, my current schedule is 4 episodes per week on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. And I'm only playing this game, so you will get 4 episodes of Baldur's Gate each week, always at the same time, which is 7 PM Central European Time. So that's what you can look forward to. And now let's just jump right into it and let's start a new game. Alright, here we go. Select your difficulty. Balanced. A balanced adventure full of challenging choices. I mean, that sounds like what I would like to play. We got Explorer, a narrative experience, placing story before combat. Tactician, a tough campaign emphasizing strategic combat. Honor, a fraud and deadly campaign awaits, limited to a single save file. Oh dear. Custom, customize your experience. Okay, I don't have any idea how I would even do that, so I think I'm just going to start with the default, and I don't know, maybe I can change it later if I want to, but this is usually a good place to start, I guess. And there we go. In combat, hit O to enter tactical view. Okay. Who was that guy? And why is he floating? What in the world? Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. That can't be good. What are you doing, octopus face? No, please don't. Please don't. No, no, I don't like this. Okay, well, that's one way to start this. Enable tutorials. Tutorials can help you learn about the core mechanics of Baldur's Gate 3. Would you like to turn them on? Definitely. Turn on pop-ups, yes. Okay, looks like we have entered the character creator. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on here, so this will probably take some time. Okay, what do we got here? Origin, custom, race, elf, sub-race, class, background, abilities. Okay, and yeah, I think this is one of the advice that I got. At least, I think this is what this is about. Yeah, I think more than one person told me that you can play like origin characters, which are like pre-made characters, I suppose. But obviously I do want to create my own character, so I'm going to skip this. I'm not even going to read the description because I'm worried there might be spoilery. So we're going to completely ignore that and instead start to create our own character. So yeah, we got, well... quite a few different races. We got, quite a few different classes as well. And different fighting styles for different classes too. And then we have a background for your character. Okay, I guess I'm going to start with the basics and then we will customize like the appearance, which I guess I'm going to do down here. Okay, we're going to start with race. And the long-time viewers of my channel know that when it comes to my self-made RPG characters, I am a bit of a creature of habit and I have a very mundane taste and I usually always play a female human warrior. Now I think maybe for this game I will deviate a little bit from this and try something different. However, I'm thinking that maybe I'm not going to deviate when it comes to race. Still, I want to take a look at all the different options here. So maybe let's take a quick look at the little blurb here. We got the elf, obviously, With ethereal continents and long lifespans, elves are at home with nature's power, flourishing in light and dark alike. Okay. And yeah, apparently there are like sub-races as well. High Elf and Wood Elf. Okay. Makes sense to me. And then we got the Tiefling. Ooh. Look at this fancy demonic lady here. She got a tail. That's kind of funny. Tiefling. Descended from the devils of the nine hells, tieflings face constant suspicion in Faerun. I'm guessing that's like the world that we live in. Thankfully, their arcane abilities make them natural survivors. Okay. And there are sub-races. Asmodeus Tiefling. Bound to Ness's deepest layer of the hells, these tieflings inherited the ability to wield fire and darkness from the archdevil Asmodeus' infernal bloodline. Okay, so they are kind of demonic creatures, apparently. Mephistopheles Tiefling. Oh, well, they are a different color. Descended from the archdevil Mephistopheles, these tieflings are gifted with a particular affinity for arcane magic. And Zariel Tieflings, again, different color. Tieflings from Zariel's bloodline are empowered with martial strength and can channel searing flame to punish their enemies. Alright. I should maybe take a look at the descriptions for the different elf sub-races as well. Heirs of the mystical Feywild, high elves value magic in all its forms, and even those who do not study spellcraft can manipulate the weave, whatever that is. Wood Elf. These elves spend their reclusive lives in Faerun's forest. Decades of training in archery and camouflage are enhanced by an otherworldly swiftness. Alright. And then we got a drow. Whatever that is. I mean, they kind of look like elves, but in blue. Driven to the Underdark, most drow have adopted a ruthless pragmatism, while the Lolth sworn delight in the goddess's evil tenets. The Seldarine reject her attempt to overthrow the leader of the Elven pantheon. Okay, so they are kind of elves, I guess, like dark elves or something. I don't know. But they are sub-races. Lolth sworn drow, raised by Lolth cult in the city of Menzoberranzan. These drow embody the virtues of their corrupt and merciless goddess. Lolth marks her followers with bright red eyes, so those in the Underdark will learn to fear them on sight. Okay. Seldarin drow. Seldarin drow can be found seeking allies from all over Faerun, aiming to settle their conflict with Lolth and each other by any means necessary. And then we got human. The most common face in Faerun, humans are known for their tenacity, creativity, and endless capacity for growth. And humans do not have sub-races. Okay. Githyanki. I mean, that's the lady, or like one of the ladies' race fellas that we saw like in the intro, right? With a ruthless born from mind flayer enslavement, Githyanki ride the astral sea atop red dragons, bringing their silver swords and psionic might to bear against any trace of the illicit menace. And yeah, they have like different skills and features, but I'm not going to pick my race based on that, since I don't really know what it entails in terms of gameplay, so I'm not really looking at that at the moment. Okay, apparently Githyanki do not have sub-races either. Dwarves. As durable and unyielding as their homes of stone, dwarves are some of the finest warriors, miners, and smiths of Faerun. We got sub-races Gold Dwarf. These dwarves are known for their confidence and keen intuition, The culture of their deep kingdom values family, ritual, and fine craftsmanship. Shield Dwarf. Great losses in ancient wars against goblins and orcs have led these dwarves to adopt a cynical mindset, but they will endure anything to restore their ancestral homelands. And Durgar. Once enslaved by the eldritch mind flayers, Durgar adapted to freedom with harsh practicality. Their cold demeanors and gift of stealth are well known throughout the Underdark. Okay, blue dwarves. Interesting though, I've never really seen a game that has like stealthy dwarves in particular, so that's pretty neat. And then we got half-elves. Okay. Curious, ambitious, and versatile half-elves are welcome everywhere, but struggle without a community to call their own. So I'm guessing they're like half-elf, half-human, probably? And they have sub-races as well. A high half-elf. A touch of the Fey world remains in half-elves with his bloodline, and even those untrained in magic possess a hint of wild power. Wood half-elf. Like their wood elf parent, these half-elves have a quickened stride and an eye for stealth. Yet many break away from isolation in Faerun's forest to explore the rest of the realms. And a drow half-elf. Most half-drow result from liaisons between Seldarin drow and sophists. While half-drow inherited a few magical gifts, they aren't usually raised in the Underdark. I have no idea what the Underdark is, though. Halfling. Oh, well, that's cute. Small yet capable, halflings prefer the comforts of home and hearth, but their natural luck and dexterity makes them fine adventurers. Okay, two sub-races. Lightfoot halfling. Stealthy but social, these halflings travel all over Faerun to make names for themselves. And Strongheart halfling. I do like these names, though. Legend has it that the dwarven blood gave Stronghearts their hardiness. Resistant to poison and wellsprings of endurance, these halflings easily hold their own. So are halflings like half dwarf, half human? Guess so. And then we got gnomes. I mean, the gnome looks very similar to the halfling. I guess the gnome has like pointy ears. Small, clever and energetic gnomes use their long lives to explore Faerun's brightest corners and darkest depth. And three sub-races. Rock gnome. The most commonly seen gnome in Faerun's surface, rock gnomes are named as such for their hardiness and affinity for metal. But I mean, they're rock gnomes, not metal gnomes. That's a bit of a misnomer, huh? No, yeah, you get it, right? Forest gnome. Even smaller than their cousins and twice as reclusive. How do you measure that? Twice as reclusive. Forest gnomes are a rare sight in Faerun. They master magic and craftsmanship in their distant idyllic groves. And deep gnome. More guarded than their surface cousins, deep gnomes survive in the Underdark with dark visions and skillful stealth. Alright. Dragonborn. I mean, this does look very Skyrim-y. There's like some kind of reptilian race in Skyrim, right? I forgot their name. Argonian or something? A proud race that values clan and skills above all else, once enslaved by dragons. They strive to be self-sufficient, not wanting to be beholden to anyone, not even the gods. Right, I mean, they look pretty badass, I will say that. There's a lot of different sub-races here. Black Dragonborn. Despite no ancestral links to the mighty creatures, these Dragonborn share the charcoal coloration and fizzling, accurate breath of black dragons. Okay, so basically you have all kinds of different colors here. Despite no ancestral links to the mighty creatures, okay, this basically says all the same, but they have different like affinities. Share the deep sapphire scales and charged crackling breath of blue dragons. These have fiery breath. Sparkling breath. Corrosive breath. Roiling blazing breath of gold dragons. Stinking putrid breath of green dragons. I mean, that looks pretty neat though. Ooh. Roiling burning breath of red dragons. Scorching cold breath of silver dragons. Frosty breath of white dragons. Interesting. Lots of different variations here. And finally, we have half-orcs. Creatures of intense emotion, half-orcs are more inclined to act than contemplate. Whether the rage burning their bodies compels them to fight, or the love filling their hearts inspires acts of incredible kindness. Oh, that's nice. No sub-races though. Okay, so... And now that I've looked at all these amazing, extremely varied different options, I will obviously go back and just play a human. Now, I do have a reason for this though, because, as I said, I have no clue about the lore of this game. I am not familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, and even just reading these blurbs, I am just utterly confused by some of the things mentioned here because I have no connection to them. So, honestly, while it would be kind of cool to play like one of these demonic creatures here, I feel utterly unprepared to properly roleplay such a character because I know nothing about like their background, their culture, their history and so on. So maybe I shouldn't pick one of these very like specialized specific races. I mean, I could see maybe myself playing an elf because, I mean, they're elves or dwarves. They usually, you know, conform to certain fantasy stereotypes. But honestly, if I play one of these standard races, I may as well go back to human, because in most fantasy games, I mean, sure, I don't know anything about the humans in this game either, and their history and culture, but I mean, they're humans, right? It's not really that much of a difference from these games to different games. They're usually, on the one hand, the most boring and nondescript race, but at the same time also like the most versatile because you can like fill in your own ideas to some extent. So I feel more at home playing a human because I don't have to have any specialized knowledge about these different races here. So human it is, but maybe I will pick like a class that is a bit different from what I will usually pick. So let's see what my options are here. Okay, Barbarian. The strong embrace the wild that hides inside, keen instincts, primal physicality, and most of all, an unbridled, unquenchable rage. Okay. Apparently some of them have like different subclasses as well. Bard. A bard's no music is more than idle fantasy. It is power. Through study and adventure, these traveling troubadours master song, speech, and magic within. Okay. Cleric. Clerics are representatives of the gods they worship, wielding potent divine magic for good or ill. So, some sort of mage. Druid. Druids channel the elemental forces of nature and share deep kinship with animals. Mastery of wild shape allows them to transform into beasts from all over the realms. Okay. Fighter. Fighters have mastered the art of combat, wielding weapons with unmatched skill and wearing armor like a second skin. Okay, this sounds most like, you know, the standard warrior that I would usually play. But let's have a look at all the other classes as well. Monk. Some reach enlightenment by languid meditation, others do so in the heat of battle. Monks manipulate ki to empower their own strikes and debilitate their foes. Okay. Paladin. A promise made so deeply that it becomes divine in itself flows through a paladin, burning bright enough to inspire allies and smite foes. Ranger. Rangers are unrivaled scouts and trackers, honing a deep connection with nature in order to hunt their favorite prey. And then, of course, we got a rogue. With stealth, skill, and uncanny reflexes, rogues' versatility lets them get the upper hand in almost any situation. Okay. Sorcerer. Okay, we got like another sort of mage here. Sorcerers are natural spellcasters drawing on inherent magic from a gift or bloodline. Again, different skills apparently. Warlock. Bound by a pact to an all-powerful patron, warlocks trade their loyalty for supernatural abilities and unique magic. So, another sort of mage. And then there's a wizard, so another mage. Wizards master the arcane by specializing in individual schools of magic, combining ancient spells with modern research. Interesting. That sounds pretty unusual. Okay, so quite a few choices here as well. Now I have some idea what I might want to play, but maybe I want to have a look at background first so I can harmonize these two and pick like a class that fits the background as well. So let's see what we got here. Acolyte, you have spent your life in service to a temple. Learning sacred rites and providing sacrifices to the god or gods you worship. Serving the gods and discovering their sacred works will guide you to greatness. Skills, insight, religion. Religion is a skill apparently. +5 to religion checks. Okay. These are for like dice rolls, I guess. Right. Charlatan. You're an expert in manipulation, prone to exaggeration and more than happy to profit from it. Bending the truth and turning allies against each other will lead to greater success down the road. Skills, deception, sleight of hand. Criminal. You have a history of breaking the law and survive by leveraging less than legal connections. Profiting from criminal enterprise will lead to great opportunities in the future. Deception and stealth. Entertainer. You live to sway and subvert your audience, engaging common crowds and high society alike. Preserving art and bringing joy to the hapless and downtrodden heightens your charismatic aura. Skills, acrobatics and performance. That makes sense. Folk hero. You're a champion of the common people, challenging tyrants and monsters to protect the helpless. Saving innocents in imminent danger will make your legend grow. I mean, I kinda like that one. Seems like a type of character I would play, right? Skills, animal handling and survival. Guild artisan. Your skill in a particular craft has earned you membership in a mercantile guild, offering privileges and protection while engaging in your art. Repairing and discovering rare crafts will bring you inspiration. Skills, insight and persuasion. Noble. You were raised in a family among the social elite, accustomed to power and privilege. Accumulating renown, power and loyalty will raise your status. Skills, history and persuasion. I mean, I kind of like this one just for having a special skill in history, because as you know, I'm very much interested in history. Outlander. You grew up in the wilds, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. Skills, athletics, and survival. Sage. You are curious and well-read, with an unending thirst for knowledge. Learning about rare lore of the world will inspire you to put this knowledge to greater purpose. Skills: Arcana History. Again, this seems interesting, but it would also feel kind of weird to play a sage if you don't know anything about the lore to begin with. I feel, as a sage, you should have some basic knowledge to start with, so this might be a little bit weird. Soldier. You are trained in battlefield tactics and combat, having served in a militia, mercenary company, or officer corps. Show smart tactics and bravery on the battlefield to enhance your prowess. Skills: Athletics, Intimidation. Again, this is probably what I would normally go for, but maybe not this time, who knows. Urchin. After surviving a poor and bleak childhood, you know how to make the most out of very little. Using your street smarts bolsters your spirit for the journey ahead. Skills: Sleight of Hand, Stealth. Okay, so now I have to make a decision, and I think I have an idea. What I want to do. So, I think my background is going to be Outlander, because it's going to give me an excuse why my character is kind of clueless about the world. Because they grew up in the wilderness. They have not a lot of idea about history and maybe other races and so on. Because, I don't know, they didn't really have much contact with other people, presumably. So, this seems like a good background for a newbie like me who doesn't really understand what's going on in this world. So, I'm good at survival and athletics, but I don't really know much about what's happening in this world, right? So this is our background, and I guess I'm going to pick like a fitting class for this one. Now I could see someone growing up in the wilderness being like a fighter. I think that would make sense, but it might make even more sense to play something like this, right? Rangers are unrivaled scouts and trackers, honing a deep connection with nature in order to hunt their favorite prey. This makes sense to me as a combination with Outlander. I mean, this would too maybe, but this feels more like someone who has a bit experience with the world at large. And I mean, there was like the druid, I guess this would make sense as well. But I think ranger is more like something for me. So let's go with that combination, a background of Outlander and a class of ranger. Now, I have some more options here, so let's take a look at them as well. Favorite enemy. Studying the tactics and abilities of certain creatures has granted you a set of abilities that is useful in a variety of situations. Bounty Hunter. Passive feature. You gain proficiency in investigation. Creatures you hit with ensnaring strike, either ranged or melee, have disadvantage on their saving throw. Oh boy. Keeper of the Veil. Passive feature. You specialize in hunting creatures from other planes of existence. You gain proficiency in Arcana, and you can cast protection from evil and good. Magebreaker. You have a history of battling spellcasters. You gain proficiency in Arcana and can cast True Strike. Ranger Knight. You have sworn to serve a crown or nation and seek to bring its foes to ruin. Gain skill proficiency in history and armor proficiency with heavy armor. Sanctified Stalker. You sought to hunt enemies of a holy or druidic order. You gain proficiency in religion and can cast Sacred Flame. I have no idea, but I think this makes the most sense for my character. For some reason, it doesn't have like two skills. Cantrips, Beast Tamer. Okay, some of them have cantrips in addition to Beast Tamer. Why is that? But I kind of like this one, to be honest. You gain proficiency in investigation. Creatures you hit with ensnaring strike, either ranged or melee, have disadvantaged in their saving throw. Let's just go with this one. I think I can like respec my characters in game as well. So if I don't like this, I might be able to change it later. Natural Explorer. Years of traveling in the wild have made you particularly attuned to beasts or adept at surviving in certain environments. Beast Tamer. You have cultivated a strong bond with animals. You can cast Find Familiar without expending a spell slot. Urban Tracker. An expert at navigating the wild within the city. You gain proficiency in Sleight of Hand. Yeah, I don't think she has visited a lot of cities in her life. Wasted Wanderer Cold. You have spent endless days surviving desolate tundras. You gain resistance to cold damage. And then Fire and Poison. Or do I just go for the Beast Tamer? I don't know. Let's maybe pick the Beast Tamer. Why not? Okay, looks like that's all I can pick here. So I suppose that's all I need for the basic features of my character. Weapons, simple weapons, martial weapons, armor, light armor, medium armor, shields. That's fine with me. And we have different abilities over here. Again, since I don't really know what this entails in terms of gameplay, I'm not going to pay that much attention to it. Now, we have figured this out, I hope. Let's finally go and edit the appearance of this character. Okay, here we go. Body type. Okay, so we have like a big one and a small one. I would like to see like a reference. Like, is this person just smaller than usual? Or is this one bigger than usual? I'm guessing that this one is bigger than usual, so maybe we're going for the normal one. Identity, female, non-binary, other, male. We're going with female. I'm going to pick the voice later once I created the character. Okay, we have some preset faces here. Let's maybe start with a skin color. She should have like a bit of a tan because she spends a lot of time outside, right? So I think this would work. All skin colors. Oh, I can literally give her all skin colors. I can make her like purple if I want to. But I mean, she's human, so she's not going to be purple. This seems fine. Okay, scarring, maturity, freckle. Okay, maybe let's start by picking one of these presets here. I guess this isn't bad. This isn't bad either. Oh. I'm immediately drawn to this nose. I mean, look at this. This is a special kind of nose. Sure, let's try to work with this preset. Can I make the hair go away first while I... Yep. Let's remove the hair while I try to configure everything else. This is actually a pretty neat face. I think I do like this. Okay, we have scars. A very classical scar. Very much like the one that Freya had in Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay. All kinds of different scars. This one's pretty neat too. That's a Cullen scar. Oh, look at this. We have some sort of ritual, decorative scarring. That's kind of neat, actually. I don't know, maybe I want to go with that. And this just looks like the fell onto an oven scar. Okay, let's maybe pick this one. Okay, I can make her look older, but I think this is fine. I'm not sure if I want to give her freckles. We'll decide this later, and I guess I don't need this either. Genitals. Default. I can customize her vulva and penis. I think I'm just going with default. I'm not even seeing it here because I'm not zoomed in. I have nudity enabled for what it's worth, but I don't want to have any nudity in like the first few episodes because YouTube might restrict it. And, you know, especially when it comes to the first episode of a Let's Play, I would like to have it a good reach. So I wouldn't want to have any nudity in the first episode, but as a general, I did not disable the nudity in this game. Okay, I guess that's all I can do here. Oh, we have tattoos as well. Well, let's take a look at that. Does this actually say something? Is this like letters? Okay, we have all kinds of tattoos. I don't know, I kind of like something similar to this. Although, honestly, I'm not sure if I want scars and tattoos. I think one of them will suffice. I mean, if they use tattoos wherever she came from, they probably won't use decorative scarring as well, but only one of each. But yeah, let's see what else we got here. Yeah, nothing quite as extreme. I mean, this looks very elven, so maybe I don't want that. Most of that will be covered by hair anyway. What is that? I mean, there's something down here as well. That's interesting. And what the hell is that? Why would you even put that on your head? Nope, I don't like that. That's interesting too. Again, it has like these weird one-eyed creatures on them. What in the world? Anyway, there are so many of them. Let's just cycle through them a bit quicker, because this character creation already takes extremely long. That's something. Looks like a coloring book. I do kind of like this. Again, it looks very elvish, so I'm not sure. And this looks very typically dwarven, does it not? Oh, well, look at that. That looks like something she might wear. Okay, I'm going to pick these tattoos, but I won't have like the tattoos and the decorative scars. Huh, I mean, this is actually kind of neat because it does connect the tattoo in a very interesting way. Let's maybe pick these two options. That makes sense with me. Alright, tattoo color black, that's fine. Piercing style none. Honestly, I don't think she's going to have any piercings. They don't do that kind of stuff in the wilderness where she is from. They all seem to be a little bit too inconvenient. So let's just go back to none. There we go. And eyes, makeup. Let's maybe pick some hair for her now. Oh dear, there's a lot of choices here. Again, let's go through this quickly because I want to do at least a little bit of gameplay today. Again, what kind of hairstyle do you have in the wilderness? It can't be too fancy, like something like this. She wouldn't wear something like this, right? Or whatever that is. I do kind of like undercuts, but again, it's very hard to maintain something like that if you are out in the wilderness. It has to be, I don't know, maybe slightly messy. It has to look wild. I do kind of like this, to be honest. I think a few braids are fine. They don't take that long to maintain. And I think she probably should have long hair. Because again, short hair actually takes a bit of time to maintain. Yes, this is fine. This isn't bad. Kind of the typical hairstyle I would go for. This is too fancy. So is this. I don't want any of these fancy knots and braids. And yeah, I definitely want some longer hair. Nope. I guess that would work. It's kind of messy. That would definitely work as well. Yeah, that would not be a bad choice. Let's take a look at all the others as well. Yeah, that would be too fancy. This one too. I kind of like this one too. Nope. Nope. Okay, this one isn't too bad. Try to remember that dewdrop. What else do we got here? Again, that's far too complicated. And I don't know, that doesn't really seem to fit her. I do kind of like the corn rolls as well. Nope. 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 What the hell is that? It looks like a samurai haircut that didn't quite work out. Guess that would work. Nope. This wouldn't be bad. These are a little bit too short for my taste. Oh, okay. How about this one? I think I do like this one a lot as well. Conqueror. Okay, let's remember that. Again, I do like the undercut, but I don't think that's what I will go for here. I mean, this is kind of a messy bun and braid, so that would work. I kind of like this one, but I don't like the fact that it covers half of her face and her tattoo. Okay, let's just very quickly go through the rest here. If I see something that catches my attention, this is maybe a little bit too much. Okay, no. No. This isn't terrible, but it looks too clean and orderly. This one too. I mean, we have two more very long hair here. This isn't terrible, but I think I prefer the one over here because it reveals more of her face. She has a very unique and interesting face, so I don't want the hair to cover too much of it. So where's the one that I liked the most? I think it was called Conqueror. Where exactly was it? Yep, this one. Let's go with this one. This one is fine with me. Hair color. I think it's been a while that I had a redhead. Let's maybe go for a redhead. Yep, I think red would suit her well. Highlights. Can make it slightly different maybe. I think this actually works out well. I don't think I want any graying facial hair. No, she's not going to have a beard. Now let's do something about the eyes. Oh, I can even do them separately. I think if you have red hair, you may as well go with green eyes, right? The classic combination. Okay, I like this one. Very nice. Makeup. Yeah, she's not going to wear a lot. I'm just going to use some very basic makeup here. Let's see what my options are. Yeah, I think this is probably fine. Change the lip color, but again, she's not going to wear like a lot of makeup anyway. Yeah, I think this is fine. Look at her. She looks pretty neat. I like it. I like that nose. That's a gorgeous nose. Is there anything else that I have missed? Eyes, makeup, hair, facial hair. Okay, I think I got it all. Now that I made her a redhead, I think I actually may want to give her some freckles. Why not? There we go. Got a few freckles. And finally, we gotta pick a voice for her.
Where to next? What was that? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
I guess that's not terrible.
Hells, something just woke up down here.
Be
Nope.
wary. This place is trapped. It's opened. I wonder what's back there.
That's fine as well.
More of those wretched things.
There's magic keeping this chest sealed.
Where to next? What was that? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
That does sound like the kind of voice that she would have, right? Bit deeper.
Health. Something just woke up down here. Be wary. This place is trapped. It's opened.
Yeah, that does sound like
Wonder
her.
what's back there.
So I guess we're going with that voice, and yeah, I think I have customized everything there is to customize, and I really like how she looks. This is great. So I guess we will proceed, and I have to pick a name for her. Now, long-time viewers of my channel know that I always like to name my custom characters after goddesses, and honestly, if you have like a character who grew up in the wilderness and is wielding a bow and arrow, there can only be one name for her. It's gotta be Artemis, right? I mean, I guess I could go for the Roman equivalent Diana, but since Diana is such a common English name, it sounds a little bit too ordinary, so Artemis it is. We may have to find like a nice nickname for her. I don't know, Artie? Temi, maybe? I don't know, Temi is kind of cute. But I think Artemis is a fitting character name for her. So, yeah, let's proceed.
Choose one.
Oh, what the hell? You need a guardian, choose one? Okay. So I have to create another character. Okay, I have no idea what any of this is for. So maybe I'm going to pick something more unusual here. I don't know, let's maybe just randomize a little bit. sure. Let's maybe pick a tiefling for this one. Just because I like the tail and the horns. It said that I can't just customize within a race. So I can pick sub-races. I want one of the red ones. Again, I'm going to make this a bit quicker. So I think this is fine as a face. And she can have some tattoos as well. This looks good. Demonic red. Yeah, I guess she should have red eyes. Makeup is fine. Okay, I'm not going through all of the hair again. The hair is actually not bad the way it is. Maybe I'm just going to leave it. Oh, I can pick some horns for her. Okay, these are some nice horns. Oh, this one. Okay. Okay. Is this something? I don't know. I don't know how often the Guardian will appear in this game, but I think she looks nice. Maybe I can do something about the hair color. Since my character is already a redhead, maybe we can give her a different hair color. How about white? Alright. I guess I'm going to leave it at that. And yeah, I guess that's all. Venture forth, I suppose. And there's Octopus Face again. Yeah, you better run. But I would run downstairs and not upstairs. Well. Also, is Octopus Face flying in an octopus ship? That's what it looks like. Oh, wow. Well, couldn't work catching them again. There's so much going on here. We got the dragons fighting the octopus people. they might be trying to free that lady there, because that's like the same race, is it not? Well, that was quite the impressive intro. I don't really know much about what's going on here, but I'm willing to learn. Trade keeps the realms alive. Most people can't read the tips before they vanish. You can lock your hotbar to prevent accidentally moving spells. Okay. Alright, there we go. There's our character. In all her glory. Autosave successful.
My head.
Okay, here we are, and it seems that I am in control of the character now. Journal updated. Escape the Nautiloid. Basic movement. Move to start your adventure. Click the ground and hold left mouse button to move towards your cursor.
Should mind my step.
Alright, so basically I just click to wherever I want to go, and apparently WASD moves the camera and I can rotate it. Yeah, this is like a very different kind of gameplay and control scheme than we had in previous games. You can always refocus the camera around your current character. Home, center camera, left mouse button, double click, portraits.
No one stopped me yet.
Alright, there we go. Okay, let's look around a little bit. Mind Flayer Pod. Nursery. Okay, what happens if I click on this?
Someone else got out.
Okay, this is basically where we just been in, right? And what do we got here? Nursery.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Right, they put this thing behind my eye. Reach towards the pool. Investigation, investigate the pool. Okay. Roll 1 dice, 20 plus 1. Details, -1 from intelligence. +2 from investigation proficiency. Right. I didn't really look at my specific skill set, like what points I got in which category. Since I don't really know what they do, I just, trust that the game is going to give me like a decent default to start with. So I don't know, let's investigate. Skill checks, general tutorial. Some dialogue options require a skill check. A dice roll that must meet or exceed a target number. Your character skills add a bonus to this roll. Okay. So, difficulty class, a number that must be matched or exceeded to succeed. Rolling a 1 always fails, rolling a 20 always succeeds. Investigation intelligence check. Apparently she's not very intelligent. I mean, she grew up in the wilderness, so can you blame her? She didn't have like the best education, so I think she's more like smart when it comes to survival and, the ways of nature, but maybe not intelligent in like the classical word or sense of the word. And we got Bounty Hunter, you gain proficiency in investigation. Okay, so let's just roll that dice. I need 10 apparently. Doesn't seem unreachable. There we go. That should be enough. Success! Alright.
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Okay, so maybe I shouldn't touch it. Yeah, let's just leave. Okay. Not sure what happens if I touch it, to be honest. Also, I have like lots of different buttons here. These seem to be like my combat abilities. I will need some time to familiarize myself with all of these, I'm sure. But yeah, let's keep looking around. Okay, I can basically turn this into like isometric sort of RPG, or I can follow fairly close behind her. Anyway, what else do we got here?
Might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked.
Right. I wonder if there's any way to highlight things I can interact with. Or do I just have to look around and see what I can find? Okay, this doesn't seem to go anywhere, but it looks like we may have something like door over here. Oh well, there's something over here. A mind
What's
flayer.
inside?
Peridot. Green as poison, but no more dangerous than a pebble.
Dead.
Take it.
Good.
So I guess I have some kind of inventory now. Okay, well, look at that. Arrow of Ice, Potion of Healing, Scroll of Revivify, Keychain, Alchemy Pouch, Camp Supply Sack, Peridot. Okay, these are my stats. Strength, Dexterity, makes sense for kind of roguelike class. Constitution, Intelligence. Yeah, she's not very intelligent apparently. But she's very wise. Okay, that kind of makes sense, I suppose. So if you think intelligence is more like stuff that you learn by formal training and wisdom maybe more by experience, then, you know, I can roll with that. Notable features: Beast Tamer, Bounty Hunter, Civil Militia, Human Versatility, Opportunity Attack. Alright. There's another Mind Flayer pod.
Might be other survivors.
So can I like do anything with it? Use.
Wonder who was inside.
Apparently there's no one inside anymore. Use attack, ranged attack. Oh, I can attack the nursery. What happens if I do? Ooh! Okay, well, it just breaks apart. Well, good thing that I did it from a distance. And yeah, apparently the Mind Flayer is one of the octopus people. I can see that now. Okay, let's look around a bit more. I think I've looked at all of that already. Restoration.
Good. I feel better.
Okay, but I think I already was at full health, right? Camp and resting menu. Enter turn-based mode. Again, I have no idea what any of that does, so I hope that the tutorial will explain it to me once it becomes necessary. The Sphinx stuff. Is this some sort of a door? Alright, it is. Let's see. Okay. Neural apparatus.
We are here. Here.
What? Who's talking? Who's talking? I mean, I can use a camera to look around quite a bit. Brain jar.
Trapped.
Oh, what the hell? Is this the person speaking? Maybe let's first look at whatever is going on down here. Brain jar. Let me take a look at one of these brain jars. Well, I can't really do anything with them. Well, I can attack them. Okay, let's maybe do it from a distance. Attack. Am I using up arrows, by the way? Do I have to worry about that kind of stuff? Short bow, equipped by Artemis. 4 to 9 damage. Yeah, I don't think I have to worry about using up my arrows, as far as I can tell. Okay, so I destroyed the brain jar, but I don't think it actually did anything. Vicious chair. Oh, I can just casually sit down on it. Well, that's great, but kind of pointless. Yeah, someone is trying to talk to me. I will try to find whoever that is. Oh, there's something going on here. Eldritch tablet.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
That's impressive. So, do you know all that history now?
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Okay. Interesting.
Mind flayer horticulture.
Cerebral aquarium. Okay, I can attack this as well, but I'm not sure if I really need to destroy everything I see around here. Maybe I don't want to do that.
Odd things. Wonder what plane they're from.
We have more neural apparatuses over here. Oh, this is an elevator. Okay.
Release us.
Okay, whatever is talking to me is clearly coming from here. It must be
What's
this
up for
person
discussion?
here. This guy doesn't look so well, though. Oh, but he's still alive.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Is that the brain talking to me? Psionic presence. Who am I talking to? A man or a brain? I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do. You sound afraid. Why? Yeah, who exactly am I talking to here?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
What does that mean?
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Okay. I think you're past the point of saving. Tell me what to do. You sound afraid. Wait, destroy the brain. Yeah, you sound afraid.
The enemy. So many enemies.
So, what exactly do you want me to do here?
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
Investigation. Inspect the exposed brain. Strength. Break the skull. Gently prise the brain from the skull. Destroy the brain. Huh. I mean, I feel that this guy is pretty much dead already, so I may as well put him out of his misery. And I don't know, the brain seems to be alive in some weird form. I have different options here, and I'm guessing my biggest chance would be to use dexterity because that's what I'm best at. right? So let's maybe go for the dexterity perk here. Gently prise the brain from the skull. Great. Why am I doing this? Okay, here we go. Yeah, 10 again seems achievable, especially with my bonus, which means I need at least like a 7, right? Do it. Right, well, close enough, but it works. Success.
The brain lifts from the
That
skull.
wasn't very gentle.
Do you notice an opportunity? You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
I don't know, it's a brain. It's a brain without any kind of possibility to attack me. I don't think it's a threat. Mutilate the brain. Spare the creature, any injuries might weaken it. Huh. So again, I would have to pass a skill check here. But like I said, this doesn't seem like much of a threat to me. So maybe I'm going to spare it and see what it can do, huh? Oh great, now it's growing legs and arms.
Our freedom is ours, friend.
The
Okay.
creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
Right. So it seems friendly enough for the time being, and it doesn't attack me, so that's good. Alright, let's go. What's at the helm? I helped you once, but that's all I can do. I'll go, but not with you. What should I call you? Attack the brain. Yeah, why do we need to go to the helm?
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
I mean, this thing doesn't seem very trustworthy, but it might have a point. We have to get out of here. So maybe for the time being, it can join us. So what should I call you?
Us. We are us.
You are us. Okay. Works for me. And yeah, sure. Let's go, I suppose.
To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Right. Right. Followers. Some allies may temporarily join you. You can directly control their movements and actions. Click a follower's portrait to take control of them. Okay, I have a little brain following me around now. That's great.
Let's move.
Can I talk to you again, by the way?
The creature reaches into your mind, its thoughts rattling against yours. Something inside you squirms in recognition.
Friend, we will go to the helm now.
Okay, but I do have different dialogue options now. I want you to stay behind. Why was I forced onto the ship? Something was put in my eye. What was it? Can you tell me where we are? These are all good questions. So, why was I forced onto this ship?
To know you. To love you. To give you our gift.
That is very creepy. Especially since I think by gift you mean that weird worm you put in my eye. Yeah, tell me more about that.
A gift. A gift to make you as we are.
Nope.
Soon you
Nope.
will be so beautiful.
Nope.
So
Nope.
powerful.
I think I don't want your gift. So yeah, this is definitely not like a friendly creature per se, but at the moment it's harmless enough, so we can at least get some information out of it. So can you tell me where we are?
In a realm where we have fled. We have fled to a realm called Avernus. First of the 9 hells. We are escaping a great evil.
And what exactly was that great evil? Because you seem kind of evil too, or at least the other octopus people that I've met before. But okay, whatever. Let's just move on.
We are going to the helm. My friend and I are going to the helm.
Yes, I haven't decided yet whether you can be my friend, so let's not get ahead of ourselves here. I think I have a journal. Yes, I do. And J opens journal. That's good. Reach the helm. We met one of the Mind Flayer's minions, an intellect devourer. It wants us to go to the helm of the ship. Find a way off the Nautiloid. Okay. So we gotta find the helm. Okay, I can read up on past dialogue. That's nice. Tutorials. What exactly is that? Inspiration. When a character performs an action that's true to their background, they gain experience points and receive inspiration. Inspiration may be spent to re-roll an ability check. You can have a maximum of 4 inspirations. If you add your maximum inspiration, completing background goals only grants experience. Okay. But I'm not really sure what would give me inspiration at the moment. You grew up in the wilds, learning to survive far from the comforts of civilization. Surviving unusual hazards of the wild will enhance your prowess and understanding. Okay, so basically kind of survival skills, sort of. Map. This is the map of your surroundings. You can view quest locations and place custom markers. You can also teleport to waypoints you have discovered by selecting them. Okay, that makes sense to me. And that is apparently where I need to go, and I'm currently here, and it's where I started. Okay. I will get a hang of this eventually. But let's look around a little bit first before we continue. And yeah, that weird brain is following me now.
Let's see what this does. Curious.
Curious indeed. Can't like pick any of that up. I can just attack it.
What path lies before me? Doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything. I think this is the one that I need to use to go back down. Oh, hey, friend, or not friend. I guess you didn't actually come with me down here. Maybe they will teleport to me. Oh, well, actually, it's here after all. Okay. Let's see if we got anything else around here. It's my inventory. I need to figure out all of these key bindings. This is just for wherever I want to go. And yeah, I guess that's the direction I have to go in now. Let's keep moving. Fire. Oh. There's stuff going on the outside. Dragons. Is this going to be a problem for me? I'm not even sure if the dragons are on my side, to be honest. Oh, I walked into a cutscene. Uh-oh.
Abomination.
Oh, it's her.
This is your end.
Look, I'm not
Your head
your enemy, I
drops
think.
and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Okay, so you are one of the other prisoners, I'm pretty sure. You also got the thing behind the eye. What made you think I was a thrall? Who are you? We need to figure out where we are. What do you suggest? Yeah, what made you think I was a thrall?
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
Okay, so we are on the same side for all intents and purpose. We are turning into mind flayers. There must be something we can do. I don't know. What can we do?
We can do nothing until we escape.
Okay.
That must be our priority.
Okay.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. As for that thing, it will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
Okay. Well, apparently we're going to fight now. I mean, there were more dialogue options that I had, but apparently I already skipped over them. Combat. Get ready to fight. Combat happens in rounds and each participant gets a turn to act. The game pauses around you during combat, so you have time to plan your actions. Your turn. During your turn you can move, take an action and take a bonus action. Show your actions, show your bonus actions. Okay, let's see, what exactly are we looking at here? An imp. And another imp. So, if I attack it, I'm going to use... Oh, I see. I'm going to use my range attack, which is, I guess, kind of like my standard attack. Unarmed strike. Hamstring shot. Shoot an enemy in the thigh and possibly reduce their movement speed. I don't know. Maybe let's just start with a standard range attack here. Let's do it. Alright, well, that did some damage. As a matter of fact, it almost killed the imp. Ending your turn. When you finish, click the button in the right corner of your hotbar to end your turn. Jump, dip. Dip a weapon into a surfaced enhanced weapon. If you're dual wielding, you dip both weapons. Shove. Try to push a target away. Your chances depend on your athletics and are higher if you're hidden or invisible. I mean, I'm not very close to my target, so I don't think it's going to work. So, I guess I'm just going to end my turn, right? I can't use any of the other stuff here as far as I can tell. Let's end the turn. Oh, and now I'm going to play the brain. Okay, the brain is just going to attack with claws. That's fine with me. And there we go. That's the end of that imp. And again, there isn't really much I can do here.
Victory awaits.
End the turn. And now I'm playing as her. I can apparently loot my enemies, but maybe I should focus on actually defeating them now. Not enough movement. Okay, but we have another one over here, so maybe you should attack this guy. I'm guessing this one is too far away, so she actually has to go there. She doesn't have like a ranged attack, I'm guessing. Well, actually she does. She does have ranged attacks. But they do not do that much damage. Her main hand attack is more powerful. So just go for this guy over here. Good work. Good work. One shot kill. One strike kill. And pommel strike. But again, she can't reach this one. Let's just... Or maybe you can at least get a little bit closer to your target already. Well, slightly closer. Okay, now this guy's going to attack. Oh! He went for the brain. That's interesting. Fine with me. Better than me or... What was her name? Lazelle? Okay, yeah, I guess I'm just going to use my ranged attack again. Sure. And there we go.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
Thank you. Companion, some allies can join you on your
To the
adventure.
helm.
You can control them in the same way that you do your own character. Click on a companion to portrait to take control of them. Okay, that makes sense to me. Let's maybe pick up some stuff here. Potion of speed. A skull. Sure, I always like to pick up skulls when I kill someone. Caustic bulb. I'm going to read some of the descriptions later. Let's just pick up all the stuff that we have available now. The scimitar.
Let's have a look.
Equipment. You can equip items from your inventory by double-clicking. Okay, it seems self-explanatory. Oh, do I want to change my short bow for a crossbow? I will have to look into that. But first, let's just pick up all of this stuff. Okay. So, that was our first battle. Pretty basic, and there's still lots of stuff for me to learn. And yeah, there's more stuff I can loot. However, I think I'm actually going to make a cut here, and maybe I can talk to our new companion again, since I didn't actually get to use all the dialogue options before this battle, so maybe I can actually get to know her a little bit better before we move on. But yeah, this is a pretty long first episode, but since I spent like 1 hour just creating my character, I felt I had to do at least a little bit of gameplay. So yeah, I can see that there's quite a bit of a learning curve here. I will try to read some of the descriptions off camera so I can familiarize myself a bit with my skills here and some of the tutorials that we already got. But I think for now I'm going to end this first episode. I hope you enjoyed, and the next one will obviously go up tomorrow. But yeah, if you enjoyed this episode, consider leaving a like. I usually don't ask people for likes, but since this is like the first episode, it would definitely help if you left a like and maybe a comment. So hopefully this will get recommended to some new viewers as well. But yeah, for now, let's call it a day. As always, thank you for watching, and see you again next time.